What's going on? Monday, March 31st, 2025. I've got 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Vista, California. Where's Vista? 40 miles north of San Diego, the city of San Diego. We call it North San Diego County, cluster of small towns. Oceanside, Carlsbad, Vista's in the middle. Got San Marcos, Escondido. That's where I live. I'm starting a new series of videos. I'm very curious about this guy. He's one of the most unique baseball players of all time. What do I mean? He set a record that no one will ever beat, a baseball record. You know what he did? He had 7,132 at-bats. That's not the record. What is the record he set? In that number of at-bats, he struck out 114 times total. Who am I talking about? Joe Sewell, Hall of Fame. I've got his picture here. If you don't know, he played in the 1920s, played from 1920 to 1933. Interesting career. He started at age 21, but he stopped playing at age 34. Why? He was on a good pace. He could have gotten close to 3,000 hits. He ended up with 2,226. Here he is. Joe Sewell, there he is. Have you heard of this guy? Joe Sewell. He stirs my curiosity. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover his baseball career. I'm going to devote videos to each season. 14-year career. Let's look at it, okay? This video, the 1920, and I'm going to combine 1921 seasons because in 1920, he only got into 22 games. He got 70 at-bats, 14 runs, 23 hits. Okay, a hit a game. 4 doubles, 1 triple, had 12 RBIs. He had 9 walks. He struck out 4 times. That's significant because it was only 70 at-bats. So, hey, he's a rookie. The pitcher got him 4 times. 329 batting average, okay. You can't measure it with just 22 games. He had 413 on base, 414 slugging, okay. 29 total bases, okay. That's this rookie season. 1921 season. The manager starts playing him more. So he plays every day. 154 games. How did he do? Let's measure it. 572 at-bats, 101 runs scored. I like it. Your second year in the league, you score over 100 times. 182 hits. Noteworthy. Too bad he didn't get close to 200. But for his second year, 182 hits, I'll take it. 36 doubles, 12 triples, 4 homers, 93 RBIs. He didn't get to 100. That would have been nice. But 93 is not bad. 7 stolen bases, 80 walks. Strikes out 17 times. Why am I? Every season I'm going to talk about his strikeouts because he had a total of 114. But wait till you see what happens with this guy. As the seasons go on, I'm going to point out how he struck out in each season. So this year he struck out 17 times. That's a good ratio. You have 572 at-bats and only 17 strikeouts. Woo. 318 batting average, 2 years in a row over 300. 412 on base. He breaks 40% on base percentage. 400 or more on base is what you should aspire to. 444 slugging. So he only had 4 homers, so we're not going to consider him a slugger. He does get 254 total bases. But I want to point out something with this guy, Joe Sewell. You may not know this. Did you know that he has the lowest ratio of strikeouts, striking out per at bat? The lowest in Major League history. This guy struck out 114 times in his whole career. We have players today in the year 2025 that strike out 114 times before the All-Star break in a 162 game season, like 81 games, and then you have the All-Star break. We have guys striking out 100 times by then. And some players in Major League history have struck out 200 times in one season. Joe Sewell struck out 114 times in 14 years. So do you know what his ratio of strikeouts, striking out per at bat is? I looked it up. One time every 63 and a half at bats. A record. If he strikes out, his average was he'll go 63 more at bats without striking out. Now, I think I have it here. I want to impress you guys with this guy. Should have kept it right there. I believe this was interesting. He once went 115 games, I have it here, without striking out. 115. So let's say he had 4 at-bats per game. $115 games before he struck out. 115. Let's say he had 4 at-bats. That's 460 at-bats. He set a record. Incredible. Can you fathom that? Can I impress you enough with this guy? What's going on? He's facing tough pitching, 1920s. How do you go 63 and a half at bats? Let's just say 63 at bats. Average, you go 63 at bats without striking out. That's his average. But one time he went 115 games in a row without striking out. And that, if you have 4 at bats a game, that's like 460 at bats. So he starts off his career 4 strikeouts in his rookie year, and then the second year is 17 strikeouts. But that's not the most impressive thing. Because when we get to some seasons, he has 600 or more at bats in some of these years that's coming up. He does not strike out in that season in double figures. Less than 10. And I'll just give you a foretaste. In the 1925 season, he went 608 at bats and struck out a total 4 times. This is incredible. How does that happen? Now, you know who holds the record for most career strikeouts. You know, don't you? Reggie Jackson. Over 2,500 times he struck out. Reggie Jackson had around 9,000 at-bats. 9,500 or whatever it was. He averaged 1 strikeout every 4 at-bats. That was his average for his career. 1 every 4. Maybe 5. 4, 4.5, 5. 5 times to the plate, he'd strike out. That was his average for the career. Joe Sewell, once every 63 at-bats. So he makes the Baseball Hall of Fame. I'm going to cover this guy. I'm surprised that he ended his career at 34 years old. Wonder what happened there. I'll try to look it up. So that's 1920 and 1921 season. Next video for Joe Sewell, the 1922 season. I'm out.